G'day folks, Sam here. Today we have a full body 20-minute yoga practice. An opportunity just to feel our way into our body, moving through straight leg twists, lines, bent knee, lunges, all the good stuff. No props required, just yourself. When you're ready, let's get into it. So we're going to start today's practice in a forward fold at the back of the mat. If the ground is a little bit further away than you would like it to be and you have some blocks, you can take them and just place them underneath your hands. Intention here is to just take our time feeling our way into the back of the legs, through the length of the spine, into the back of the neck as well. So pedaling out through the feet, maybe moving your neck from side to side, lifting your chin and pulling your chin in towards the chest. Really trying to feel our way into every little nook and cranny, I guess you could say. Just to make sure that when we do start to move through the practice, that we feel a little bit more comfortable in our own body. Take a breath here. We'll start to lift ourselves up halfway. Left leg's going to stay where it is. Swing that right leg all the way around until the outside edge of the right foot rests off the left edge of your mat. Take a little bend into the left knee. See if you can reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. It's finding your way into the twist, but really feeling into the outer seam of that right hip. Maybe you spin that top thumb, drop the arm behind the back. You might be able to twist a little bit deeper there. Take a breath. And we gently unravel. Hands and feet come back to where they were. This time, right foot stays grounded. Swing the left leg all the way around at the outside edge of the left foot. Rest off the right edge of the mat. Then push through the right hand this time. Reach the left arm up towards the ceiling. Maybe spin the top thumb, drop the arm behind the back. Open into the twist a little bit more. Breathing into that outer seam of left hip. Breathe. Gently. Make your way back through center. Start to roll your way up to stand. Keep the knees bent. Keep the head nice and heavy until you make your way up. When you feel yourself standing up tall, circle the arms wide. Let them rise over the head. Breathe in. Exhale, draws the hands through center. And the arms drop down by the side. From this space, interlace the fingers. They're going to rest at the back of the head. In a moment, we're going to lean back as though there was an imaginary hammock behind us. So we'll start this movement first from the pelvis. Tuck the tailbone under, firm the glutes. And then press the hips forwards as you lean the weight of your head back into your hands. Super gentle. Keep those arms supporting the head. Lengthen through back of neck. Take a breath. And on the exhale, keep the hands where they are, fold over the thighs. Bend into the knees. Feel the length of the rib cage rest against the thighs. And let the hands drip down towards the floor. Take a halfway lift as you breathe in. Then walk your hands forwards. We'll come towards downward facing dog. Another opportunity to pedal out through the backs of the legs if that is what is comfortable for you. If you feel a little more natural being still, then let that happen. Take a breath. Let it out. Then rise up high on the toes. Start to walk your way forwards towards the top of your mat. Feet land between the hands, and we'll lift halfway as you breathe in. Exhale, we'll fold. From here, climb all the way up through standing. Arms rise over the head as you breathe in. Exhale, pull the hands through center. Arms drop down by the side. Continuing to move. Inhale, flow the arms high. Exhale, fold heavy. Lift yourself halfway, lengthen the spine as you breathe in. This time, left leg is going to step towards the back of the mat. You're going to come through a lunge, twist, press the left palm down, reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Depth in front thigh, height in back leg, and you squeeze those inner thighs towards each other. Maybe spin the top thumb, drop the arm behind the back. Find that little half bind there, let the right fingers get heavy. As you dive deeper into the right thigh, feel your way into the outer seam of that right hip. Take a breath. Let it out. And we'll reverse, or rewind, I should say. Right hand is down, step back, find a plank. We'll take a push up together. So from your plank, lean forwards, chest finds the floor. Then we press straight back up before lowering all the way down and pulling through cobra pose. Breathe in as you squeeze the elbows in. Exhale, drop the head. Tuck the toes. We'll press up and back to downward facing. When you get there, shuffle your right foot a little closer to your left foot. Reach your left leg up towards the sky as you breathe in. We're going to keep the leg straight, but roll the hip open if we can, so the front of the pelvis starts to turn towards the left-hand side of the room. Press firm through both hands. See if your right heel could get heavier as the left pinky toe gets lighter. Keep lifting, lifting, lifting. And then bend the knee. So left knee is bending. You're pushing your left heel towards the right-hand side of the room. Maybe even looking under the left armpit, really embracing that length through left side body. Take a breath. You'll reverse the process. As you come back to downward facing dog, next inhale lifts the heels as you start to make your way forwards towards the top of the mat again. Halfway lift the in-breath. Exhale to fold. Inhale, we climb all the way through standing, arms overhead. Exhale, pull through center. Take a breath here. We start to move again. Inhale is the climb. Exhale, we fold over the front of the thighs. Head drops heavy. Halfway lift, breathe in. Right leg steps back long. Find the lunge. Push right palm down. Reach left up. Nice and deep in that front left thigh. Lots of height in the back right leg. Maybe spin the top thumb. Drop the arm behind the back. And imagine you're sending all your awareness, all your energy, all your attention towards this left butt cheek. So feel your way in to the outer seam of the hip there. Take a breath. And we unravel. Left leg steps back, come through the plank. We take the push up and then lower down onto the belly. Pull through Bhujangasana, cobra pose. Breathe in. Exhale, head drops, toes tuck. We press up and back. Left foot shuffles closer to right. Right leg will rise high as we breathe in. We'll roll the hip open, but try to keep that right leg straight for the time being. Left heel descends. Right pinky toe starts to lift. And then you bend into that knee, pushing right heel to the left side of the room. Maybe shifting gaze underneath the right armpit. Feeling a little more into right side body. Take a breath. Slowly unravel. Nice one. From downward facing dog, just take an inhale breath. Let it out. And right leg will rise. Up and back. Hips stay square this time. Exhale, pull the knee through to the chest. Step the foot forwards. Drop the back knee down onto the mat. We'll come on up. If you need a little more support, you can fold over the left edge of your mat underneath your knee. From here, interlace the fingers for a moment, rest them against your top right thigh, and lean forwards as you push away from the right thigh. Flexing into that left glute. And find a little more release through the front of the left thigh. And then if you want to take it further, let the arms climb above your head, press palms together gently, and look up towards the palms. Take a breath in. And from here, hands circle down towards the mat. We'll send the hips back and straighten through the front right leg, finding your way into an Ardha Hanummana halfway split. Just feel your way through the hips there. Let them move from left to right. Imagine your head dropping down heavy rather than lifting high here. Try to keep those right toes flexing back towards the face. And as you start to lift your chest, the right leg's going to stay where it is. The left foot, we're going to see if we can swivel the left foot off the right edge of the mat. So now the front of the pelvis is facing towards the left hand side of the room. Right leg hasn't changed. We'll press the right palm down inside the right leg. Start to reach the left arm up towards the ceiling. Keep flexing the right toes towards the face. If you want to take the half bind, let the left arm drop behind the back there. Take an inhale. Hold for the breath out. Gently. Take both hands down towards the floor. We're going to see if we can scoot this left knee up towards the right hand a little bit. Use your hands for support. And then drop your bottom down as we work to cross the left knee on top of the right. Now to get a little deeper into this shape, it helps to lift your bottom, rejig the legs. If you wanted more space, you could pop a block underneath your sit bones there. When you come on down, you adjust whatever needs to be adjusted so that it feels as though both of your sit bones are grounding evenly onto the mat. And we'll sit up nice and tall using fingertips for support. Breathe in. As you exhale, you see if there is space for you to fold forwards in whatever capacity that is, whatever space there is available for you today. You just find your way into that. Maybe today's a day where there's not that much space, and that's completely fine. Maybe you stay upright. Maybe today's the day where we do want to move a little bit deeper, just to see what's available. Take a breath in. Slowly walk the hands back towards the body. The left leg's going to stay exactly as it is. We're just going to set this right foot down flat outside the left thigh. Coming towards Ardha Matsyendrasana. Right hand rests behind you. Sit bones grounded evenly. Reach the left arm up as you breathe in. As you exhale, see if you can rest left elbow outside the right thigh. And start to twist back over the right shoulder. Inhale's going to lengthen the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. Exhale's going to twist you a little bit more. And then as we start to unravel, taking a counter twist to the other side by letting both hands rest off the left edge of the mat, bending the elbows to let the chest drop down. I always really crank that counter twist a little bit because I usually get a little pop out of the spine. I'm not recommending you do that, but that's just a pattern that I've noticed I do in myself. Shake out through the legs here. Let's get a little bit of blood and energy flowing. And then we'll roll over. So cross the ankles, roll through hands and knees. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. Taking an inhale breath when we get there. Letting it out. And left leg rises straight up and back as we breathe in. Exhale is going to pull knee through chest. We roll forwards, step the foot. Back knee softens down. Keep the back toes tucked. Remember to use extra support by folding over the right edge of the mat if that's something you need today. Rest the hands, fingers interlaced on top of the left thigh. Lean forwards and start to lift your chest away from the thigh. Firm in the right glute. From here, let the arms climb over the head. Gaze up. Last breath. Hands make their way down. You send the hips back, straighten through the left leg. And allow yourself to find a little bit of fold over the length of that left thigh. Remember giving yourself the opportunity just to move from side to side, to feel your way into the back of the left leg, into the hips. And as you begin to rise, left leg stays as it is. We swivel the right foot off the left edge of the mat. Now the pelvis is facing the right edge of your mat. Left palm is going to ground inside the left thigh. We're going to reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. And the more you press the leg against the arm against the leg, the more stability you'll find here in this shape. Maybe spinning that top thumb, dropping the arm behind the back, seeing what that feels like, that little half bind, just to crack open the chest a little more as we work to stabilize and lengthen through the inner seam of that left hip. Take a breath. And slowly, right hand comes down towards the floor. We use our hands for support. Try to scoot the right knee up towards the left wrist. As the bottom drops down to the floor, we work to cross the left knee on top of the right. Remember to lean forwards, lift the sit bones off the mat to try and get those knees a little closer. If a block's available and you want to pop that underneath your sit bones, let that be the option you take today. Somewhere where you can sit up tall, where both sit bones are grounded, and you're still able to breathe. Take a breath. You exhale, you see what's available. Any variation of a fold. The arms walk forwards. And the head start to drop. One last breath here. And as the hands shift back towards you, the chest rises. Right leg stays as it is. Set the left foot just outside the right thigh. Sitting up nice and tall. Take the left hand back behind you. Reach the right arm up as you breathe in. On the exhale, see if you can hook the right elbow outside the left thigh to twist back over the left shoulder. And as we work to unravel, a little counter twist towards the other side. Gently rest the fingers off the right edge, turn the chest. And then bend the elbows to let the chest drop down. And as we rise back up towards the seat, extending legs out nice and long in front of us, giving them a chance just to shake out. And then we want lots of mat behind us. Scoot the bottom forward slightly. We're going to roll down onto the back, catching the ankles and bringing them in towards us. So when the feet ground, they're underneath the knee. From there, push through feet and elbows, roll shoulder blades back, lift the chest. For a little more, catch the edges of your mat. Imagine your feet were sliding forwards as you pull your hands back towards you. One last breath here. And gently lower yourself down towards your mat. Once the back flattens, tailbone grounds onto the earth, I encourage you to bring knees to chest first, and then extend the legs straight up towards the ceiling, as though the ball of the foot was trying to stand on the ceiling above you. From here, we're going to try and bring our thighs towards our ribs as close as we can, whilst still keeping some length of the spine down on the mat. So you may want to bend the knees first to start with, and then as you work to straighten the legs, you catch hold of the back of the calves or the ankles, whatever is available for you. By trying to keep the length of the spine on the mat, we work to prepare ourselves for Shavasana. We emulate more of a forward fold-like quality here. So spine stays again on the mat, or the lower spine I should say, but we try to lift the head up now. So you're folding yourself as best you can in this position. It might be a little, it might be a lot, doesn't really matter. Take a breath. And hug the knees in, squeeze yourself a little tighter. Take one last breath. And on the exhale, you allow yourself to completely come on down, soften and relax into Shavasana. Be thankful, happy and proud you carved out this time to be with yourself. And I hope that you found a little more space, a little more freedom in your body. You're feeling a little more connected, a little more in tune with what's going on inside. If you made it this far after Shavasana, I'd love you to let me know how you feel in the comment section below. How the practice was, if anything came up for you. But if you have the space, you stay here as long as you need, as always. From me to you, with thanks. Peace.